can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way.
Hello, my name is Jason Eric, and today we are going to discuss how to decide to participate in a homeopathic proving as either a supervisor or a prover. A proving is a process of unleashing the genius within a substance. That means you are taking a minute dose of a homeopathically prepared substance and you are carefully noting what changes that substance makes in your being, in your thoughts, in your emotions, and in your physicality. And in this process of doing a proving, you are carefully detailing those changes in your state, in a journal, an electronic journal, and you're being supervised by a proving supervisor. This is done in a double-blind format. The principal investigator or master prover, your supervisor, and yourself are uncertain of what the substance is. And we keep recording those symptoms over the course of a month to 2 months until the symptoms gradually dissipate. And at the end of a proving, we take all of those human voices and put them into one organized set of symptoms to make the group's voices into one voice, as if one voice. And then they become a part of our homeopathic materia medica. Materia medica is what it is that we use in order to understand what a substance is able to assist in healing. So why do we do homeopathic provings? And what exactly does it mean to release the genius within? In the ancient Roman world, there is an idea of the genius or a spirit of a place and or a thing. And I'm taking that concept and applying it to homeopathic remedies. So that when someone is taking a homeopathically prepared substance in a proving, we're releasing the genius, meaning we're allowing ourselves to speak for the genius of that substance. This is a way of doing homeopathic research. We are embarking on this process of bringing a new substance into the world that allows someone to be healed in a way that they haven't heretofore been healed. Keeping a journal is very important. If you're deciding to be a prover, you have to know that you are going to be expected to keep a careful record of changes of state over the course of 4 to 8 weeks. And that these are experiences, thoughts, emotions, and interests that are being elicited by the substance. And you are capturing them with recognition that this is different than my normal state. This is not how I am in my everyday world. For the first hour to 2 hours after taking the substance, you sit with your supervisor, who carefully details changes of state. Those symptoms that happen within the first couple of hours are often very important, and the symptoms that take place over the course of the following week are essential to a good proving. So for the first week of a proving, a prover and his or her supervisor will connect once daily to talk about what experiences that the prover has had. In order to be a prover, you need to be aware of and sensitive to the subtle changes in state or changes in your character that will take place over the course of several weeks. You want to pay attention to what your family and friends and coworkers are saying about you. You want to pay attention to the books that you're drawn to read, the movies that you feel like watching. You want to pay attention to what you're particularly sensitive to in conversations, in dialogue, in worldly affairs. In other words, this task of being a prover is a task of self-awareness. And sometimes what happens during approving is that people are having changes of state, but they are unaware that those changes of state are happening. This is why we have approving supervisors, someone who can interview you to ask you, what is happening, what your experience is, and how this differs from your everyday life. We have, in our approving process, approving wrap-up meetings or extraction meetings, where we sit down and allow people to speak about their experience and completely let the state be released from within their energy field.
To summarize, being a prover involves keeping a journal, taking the remedy and close observation the first 7 to 10 days, self-awareness and frequent contact with your supervisor, and attending the proving wrap-up meeting.
So why would you want to be a homeopathic prover? You want to develop your own self-awareness. You want to help others. You want to learn more about homeopathy and about the homeopathic process. Students of homeopathy who have participated in homeopathic provings have found that the proving process itself is invaluable in their understanding of homeopathy. Whenever you do a proving of a bird remedy, for example, our understanding of the bird kingdom becomes clearer, or the subtler or finer aspects of that kingdom become clearer and clearer. When you prove a plant, understanding plants and other remedies from that family becomes clearer and easier. Many provers find that participating in approving assists in their own healing journey. As the proving substance symptoms diminish, a person is able to more clearly recognize their own state. And in that moment, the person, time after time, provers have said, my homeopath was finally able to find a really, successful remedy for me, a successful constitutional remedy for me as a result of this process.
To summarize, some reasons for being a prover include developing your own self-awareness, helping others, learning more about the homeopathic process, expanding your materia medica, and assisting in your own healing.
When you're participating in a homeopathic proving, we prefer provers who are already under the care of a homeopathic practitioner. And in order to participate in the proving, we would request that you get your homeopath's approval to participate. You want to consider, do I have time to participate in this process? The journaling is most intensive for the first 7 to 10 days. But it is still required over the course of 2 months. And when is the best time to participate in approving? When you feel like, I really can do this. Is there a good time ever to do approving? Probably not. But the research is necessary, and it is an amazing journey once you're on it. Deciding to be a supervisor in a homeopathic proving. What is involved in being a homeopathic supervisor? In the first hour or two after the prover takes the substance, you will connect with the prover, either in person, telephonically, or by Skype, so that you are sitting and observing and eliciting the prover's state. In a certain sense, the supervisor's job is to simply record and note changes of state and the strange, rare, and peculiar observations that the prover may not see or know that they are experiencing as a result of the proving process. By using open-ended questions and taking a case, just as you would in an everyday homeopathic practice. A supervisor will, for the first week to 10 days, contact their prover daily to elicit, everyday data about sleep, eating habits, changes of state, thoughts, things that the prover was attracted to, etc. The supervisor also does editing of the prover's journal at the end of the proving for two areas. One is to remove any personal or identifying characteristics like the first names of spouses, partners, friends, family, etc. And two, for spelling and punctuation errors. A supervisor also is required to keep a journal of his or her own experiences during the proving. These symptoms or experiences seem to happen in provings and can be invaluable in understanding the proving substance. The supervisor also serves as an interface between the prover and the principal investigator or master prover, so that if a prover is having acute symptoms, the supervisor contacts the principal investigator and says, this is what's happening, is this a part of the proving, and do we stay in it, and do something with the remedy. We also request that a homeopathic supervisor attend the proving wrap-up meeting, which occurs about 2 months after the beginning of the proving. This is a 2.5-hour period where provers and supervisors come together to describe their experiences of the proving journey. So in the past, if we haven't been able to have someone attend, we've asked that supervisor to send a succinct summary of their prover's homeopathic journey or proving journey to be read in lieu of their ability to be present.
To summarize, being a supervisor involves observing the prover when they first take the substance, daily contact with the prover for the first 7 to 10 days, light editing of the prover's journal, keeping your own journal, serving as an interface between the prover and the master prover, and attending the wrap-up meeting or sending a summary.
Samuel Hahnemann said, "Dare to taste." Allow yourself to be a part of the process. Taking a substance, allowing yourself to speak for that substance, albeit temporarily, changes you and changes homeopathy. It may enable someone to heal who wouldn't otherwise have the chance to heal. A homeopathic proving is a journey, and every journey begins with a single step. So, if you'd like to participate in a homeopathic proving, watch this video again. See if it's right for you to participate as a prover or a supervisor. Thank you.